Sup flappers, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking taking a deeper dive into Kokomi's kit. Okay, all right, give me that one. There's not going to be any more of that, maybe. So we're going to be taking a closer look at Kokomi's kit, and we're going to be going online to see exactly what's going on, and some of the things that actually worries me a little bit about this character, as well as some of the things that we likely should be looking out for as we continue going into this character, testing her, playing her, and maybe getting some constellations for her. For some people, fingers crossed regarding her constellations, because some of these problems are pretty fixed into her kit that I think without constellations, you likely won't be able to resolve them simply by having a good weapon or really well built artifacts. All right, with that said, let's just jump right into it. So here it is. We got Sangonomiya Kokomi. Now, this was on the miHoYo's main website. If you guys want, you can go to the website. Actually, you know what? I'll just link it down below. You guys can look at that. So let's just jump right into it, right? We got her talents, normal attack, the shape of water. So one of the first things people will notice that she only can perform up to 3 consecutive attacks. That takes the form of swimming fish, dealing hydro damage. So that's pretty much just her auto attack. It's just swimming fish that she throws out. It's fine. I think having 3 auto attacks definitely doesn't really hurt her that much. Now, here's the thing, right? From what I see in her kit, she does need to be present on field to be auto attacking to heal. So that really reminds me of someone like Chi-Chi, who when she has her elemental skill out, as long as she's hitting on the field, all her teammates can get healed. So that's one of the things that points to you needing to build her up a little more than some of the other healers. I think my Jean is currently sitting at Ascension 4, level 60, and she can pretty much max heal my team. I just quick swap the Jean, use her burst skill, get out, everybody's topped up, everybody's ready to go. But for the case of Kokomi, you likely need her to be able to tank a couple of hits. You likely need her to be a little higher level, because if she is going to be on your field doing damage to heal, you really want that time to matter. You don't want her to be on the field to be dealing damage and then she doesn't deal much damage to begin with because you didn't level her up, right? So here's the thing. If you guys remember back to her live stream, the 2.1 live stream, where they talked about her having negative 100% crit rate. This really worries me because I don't want it to be a situation where you have her out on the field and you are doing your best. You give her the best possible weapon, you give her the best possible artifacts, and she still hits like a peanut compared to, let's say, if you had even someone like Xingqiu or somebody like Fischl on the field, right? And those are 4-star characters. So there has to be a reason why miHoYo gave her negative 100% crit rating. miHoYo shouldn't simply just be like, you know what? We feel like doing this, so we're going to do this. Why not negative 50%? Why not make it difficult to build crit rate, but still possible? Now, you are guaranteed not going to be able to crit on any of your hits. Why? Like, this is the question that I feel like we need to be asking more. It's just, why did miHoYo make this active decision to not let this character crit? My first guess is that her scaling should be the best in the game. Should be some of the best, like top 3. If her scaling is not top 3 in the game, we're going to have problems. We're going to have big problems in that her kit just won't work well with how she is designed to work, right? It's just, why would you then ever use Kokomi if you can just use Jean, Bennett, even at this point Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi can apply marks, she can leave the field, she can just use her elemental skill, she can auto attack enemies to apply marks, or she can use her burst skill, right? She can use E, burst skill, get off the field, she's gone. The only downside to Chi-Chi is if she is using her marks to heal, you need to auto attack, and for a lot of the characters you don't want auto attacks. For example, Ganyu, you want to charge attack, you don't want to auto attack, right? There are certain characters that just don't want to spend that time to do auto attacks. Whereas Kokomi right now takes her a big issue for us in that her quick and short normal attacks seems like, except for the third one, so you might be doing some sort of auto cancel just to be able to heal more efficiently. So you see 1, 2, and if she flips backwards to do her third one, maybe you can do something like Klee, where you can just left click auto cancel with the W key. But we'll see about that. That's one of the biggest concerns right now looking at this. So let's go forward and look at some of her other stuff, right? The other potentials in her kit. Right now, we have her elemental skill, the Bake Kurage, which is just summoning a jellyfish. It gives great hydro application. So summons a Bake Kurage created from water that can heal her allies. Using this skill will apply the wet status to Sangonomiya Kokomi. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world. Applying wet status to yourself can cleanse pyro debuffs, such as when you fight Ajdaha, I think, when he's in his power form. It's not the worst, but during times, it's definitely a downside to this. Trust me, you're going to be fighting some freaking enemies and they're going to apply AoE cryo. You apply wet to yourself. You already had cryo on you. You're just going to freeze yourself. It's not a good time. You're pretty much a sitting duck at that point. But like I said, it's a powerful tool if you know when to use it. Just don't use it when it's not appropriate. All right. So let's see this jellyfish tick. So it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, every 3 seconds, it seems like. So it seems like it's ticking every 3 seconds. And does it generate energy particles per tick? That's also a great question. So I see that 1 particle that comes over, but that's it. What about the initial summon? There's a summon, no particles, it seems like. And the tick can randomly generate particles. But the thing is, this jellyfish can apply hydro every 3 seconds, it seems like. Compare that to Xingqiu, it's kind of lackluster, to be quite honest with you guys. It's kind of like that, like, we don't even need to ask regarding internal cooldown issues, because that in of itself is quite of a long cooldown. Like, look, 3-second intervals. When you're applying this to actual combat, such as for characters like Hu Tao, you want it to be as often as possible, right? So then again, a healing character working with Hu Tao always is going to be iffy, but this character might work pretty well with Yoimiya, because Yoimiya's internal cooldown seems to be about this long as well. So looking forward to that. But we're really grasping at straws here, people. Like, this is not looking too good, because Chi-Chi right now suffers from the same fate in that she primarily focuses on healing, and Chi-Chi is a character that can be built for attack percentage to increase her healing. Whereas Kokomi likely is going to be based off of max HP. So she's going to be really, really tanky. It's going to be that on-field tanky character for you, making sure that she doesn't get one-tapped. Let's keep going, okay? We don't get to see scaling. So I'm right now, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking scaling. Wow, she has huge scaling, best scaling in the game. She's going to be auto-attacking for 10, 20k without critting. That's my... She needs to be doing that much, or else we're gonna have problems. So, with her burst skill, summon the might of Watatsumi, dealing hydro damage to surrounding enemies before robing Kokomi in a ceremonial garment made from the flowing waters of Sangonomiya. Sounds boss, right? Sounds amazing. So, Sangonomiya's normal attack, charge attack, and Bakikurage damage are increased based on her max HP. So people, there's a world where you're building her for HP percentage Sans, HP percentage Goblet, and HP percentage headpiece. Although we'll have to see, because you certainly don't need to build crit rate or crit damage on her headpiece. There's a argument where you can be building healing bonus, but we'll see. I really want to test this character out. Maybe she can be that character that literally makes your team unkillable as well, right? We'll see. So it's scaling off of her max HP. When her normal and charge attack hits opponents, Kokomi will restore HP for all nearby party members, and the amount restored is based on her, guess what? Surprise, surprise, max HP again. So increase Sangonomiya's resistance to interruption and allows her to walk on the surface. Nobody cares. Right now, looking at this reiterates the concern that I have. So if you see on screen right now, she's auto attacking for 2,700. She's charge attacking for 4,100, 2,900. So this is the thing. I really hope those are not ideal numbers. And then again, when Mihoyo shows this stuff, it's never the ideal number. So if this can be like 5x, right? Whatever damage you're seeing on screen, if it can be 5x when you fully build her, I'm going to be okay with this character. I'm not going to be super happy, but 10k, 20k charge attacks, 10k just normal attacks, I can live with a healer just doing that much damage. But then again, that's a pretty ideal scenario. I want to not dishearten you guys when you're pulling for this. I know a lot of people are going to be pulling for this character, even if she is definitively the worst character in this entire game. There will be people pulling for her, and that's great. That's absolutely fine. And I think she definitely gets to open up a new playstyle and avenue of the game for all players. But it's just for people who are on the fence, who are really curious as to the potential of this character. Look at all this kit right now. She's scaling off of HP percentage. She demands field time. There's no way around that. She just simply demands field time. Her hydro application is meh, but it's there. She can cleanse fire status, but at the same time, because she applies wet to herself to do that, she also ends up freezing herself or getting electro charged when you fight electro enemies. It's a very difficult character, I feel like, to fit into a lot of different teams and make work, but visually definitely one of the more stunning characters out there. Let me know what you guys think regarding Kokomi. I wish her scaling is going to be really high, as well as her constellations might give solutions to some of these problems. All right, so I really hope she's going to be a good character. I really hope she's at the very least going to be a decent character, and I'm going to be talking more about Kokomi as well as Genshin Impact in my live stream tonight. So I hope to see you all there. Until then, urge you all to stay safe and peace.